So here is my Nintendo Entertainment System Collection. We got everything to games, to instruction book, to my one box, to clone systems that I have a lot of. So we're just going to go through all of this one at a time. So this might be a long video. This will warn you now. Start us off, I guess we can start with the NES Advantage. If you guys watched my channel before, I have done a review on this. And it's basically this to cheat. This to do turbo and for all your shooters. Or this to give yourself this and give your friend a small controller. You can use one or two control ports with that. I also have kind of an interesting controller here to show you. It's a Nintendo Entertainment System controller, but it's a little different because it has turbo buttons. It has 3 settings for each. Right, so it's kind of amusing that way. Or you can turn it preview off, whatever you want. Right. Usually keep that one on the middle though. D-pad's a little rough though. I don't know where this controller came from, because I think it was my uncle's. But now it's here. Of course, you guys probably know what this is. It's a Nintendo Zapper gun. 1985. Use it for the older TVs. So the modern TVs won't look for it. Then we got my Legend of Zelda in the box with the book. It's really cool. I really like this. Except it is a little damaged here. The fact is, there's not many boxes out there, I don't think. Right, so pull out game first. Got Legend of Zelda. It's the gold cartridge. I believe there's a gray cartridge of this as well. It's pretty cool. Then you also have the instruction booklet. With colored pictures. You don't get instruction books too often with actual colored pictures and all the rest. Not actually going to read any of the instruction books to you. Just going to flip through them, show you what's in them and all the rest. This video might have to be separated into 2 parts, we'll see. I've only been correcting it for a few years though. So there's not that many stuff. There's a lot of things from my childhood and some things from later on. I love instruction books, colored pictures. The old instruction books are always so cool. Especially back then, you needed them because, you know what the thing was? The internet did not exist. The only reason I ever got to play these games and stuff because it was my grandpa's, right? It's before my time, but I still enjoy it anyways. And I grew up with a Nintendo Entertainment System and a Super Nintendo. That was my brother's. Super Nintendo with my brothers. My Nintendo Entertainment System was my grandfather's. So he decided he's gonna move and then he didn't want it anymore. Now it's mine. Right, so this is why we're doing these videos. And I'll do lots more videos on Nintendo Entertainment System and all the rest. Oh, there's the map. Later on, right? Yeah, that's basically it. Blah, 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 blah. I like how even the instruction booklet's gold. Here is a new clone system. This is the Super Retro Trio that plays Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. Got your power switch. It's off. Genesis, Super Nintendo, and NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Then your restart button. The thing about that though, it does take a second to restart. Let's open up this. You got your Super Nintendo controller ports, your Sega Genesis controller ports, your Nintendo Entertainment System control ports. Then you change whatever control you're going to use there. On the back, you got your AV, S video, then your power. Then there's nothing saying on the bottom. So let's continue. Now we got the Nintendo Entertainment System top loader. Put your game in there. Power, restart, control ports. Then on the back, get the number and all the rest. No suspense port on the bottom. We never actually used that. Next thing, let's go through some instruction books. We got Kirbys Adventures right here. I believe some of mine are not actually full instruction books. They're kind of destroyed a little bit, so you're going to have to deal with it. They're in the best shape that they can be. Remember, this was with my cousins as well. My cousins, we didn't take care of stuff too well, not like me and my sister. There's always like real good instruction books, real high quality. Now everything's kind of cheap, except for like the Nintendo Entertainment System box for like the games and stuff. Those were made out of cardboard, and you know what? They shouldn't use plastic. You know. But what can you do? Get a Kirby. Yep, and that's it. And that. Golf. I'm pretty sure there's actually nothing in here. Yeah, it's this anti-stale. I think there might have been an instruction book in this at one time. I don't know if it's it. It's actually one of my grandpa's games. He had Super Mario Brothers, and he had golf. That's all he had. What the heck is this? It doesn't even have a cover. It's Super Mario Brothers 2 without the cover. Yeah, some of them are not in the best shape. I warned you. But they're still here. That's the big thing. It's pretty cool to still have all this. After all this time, the Mario games are pretty good. Super Mario Brothers 2 though, that's mixed feelings compared to some people. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people despise it. So better than Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, so who's gonna complain? So I don't really hate Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, but some people do. You know? So it's all the enemies and boss at the end. Super Mario Brothers 3. Okay, I didn't even mean for them to be in order. Well, all the Mario games in order. Oh yeah, you can see the cover comes off of this one. They're old. Obviously this instruction book was used a lot, you can tell. Colors are kind of worn. This was also all in a damp basement, so read some of it. I don't know about the games I bought online, but I know about some of them. Pretty cool. Probably to try to staple this back together or something. Let's play. I'm waiting for the language to change. Sometimes you go through them and you know it's the language different. I think that was more of Super Nintendo instruction books though. If it doesn't, I didn't notice. I'm sorry. There's a lot in here. Yep. I like how some of it's all question marks, so you gotta figure it out for yourself. That's always nice to know, right? When the instruction book says fuck you. Yeah, and that looks like that's everything. For that one, that's not in the best shape, but it's still there. Super Mario Brothers. Do we have any colored pictures? Oh, is this one actually black and white? Wow, that's rare. Usually they're always in color. These instruction books kind of falling apart too. It's not as bad though. Yeah, words, blah blah blah. And I think the language has changed too. Yeah, this shows the same thing again. And we got Alpha Mission. One of the other games from my childhood. It's also in black and white, apparently. I haven't gone through these in such a long time. It's pretty cool. Not much there. Batman, the video game. Now this is a game that I don't really like because I always die over and over and over again. Do we have any pretty pictures? Yes, colored again. Excellent. I like colored pictures. It's exciting. Makes the game worthwhile, I think. My personal opinion. Now, if you guys want me to go over any of these instruction books again, just let me know. If you want to know the words and all the rest, you know, so more of the words, but I think the pictures are more exciting, in my opinion. Who wants to read when you can look at pretty pictures? Nothing signed there. Okay, we'll start looking at some of my games here. We got a lot of games to go through, so I'm probably not going to say the names. I'm just going to show you them. This game's ridiculously hard. I would say this one, Dragon Warrior. Now that is a good RPG turn-based game. It's really fun. I guess I don't need to show you the back, because you know what, it's basically warning label telling you not what to do with it, you know, so you don't mess up. Final Fantasy, the first one. Very good game. Some of these I have the plastic sleeve, the others I don't. Kirbys Adventures. Also, really great game. Tetris. You probably know what Tetris is. It's similar to Dr. Mario. Well, one with Tetris, you gotta just make a line with all the blocks. Dr. Mario, you gotta match the colors, so it's a little bit different. Luigi's first game, and it was a learning game. I think Luigi got bitten, yes, personally. But I still have it, because you know what? It's Luigi's first game, and you gotta have it, just because of that alone. Donkey Kong Classics that comes with Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. in one cartridge. Pretty good deal, if you ever see that. Do you like those games? Mario Brothers. I'm starting to think maybe I own too many Mario's games for this. Okay. Pac-Man. Or Pac-Mania, whatever you call it. It's Pac-Man. That's who that is. It's kind of weird though, because when you have it on the shelf, he's upside down, all the words are upside down, so that's kind of stupid how they did it. Guess it makes sense when it's in the front loader. Right, so if I put the game in, have it like that, as you can see, I don't know how well you can actually see it, but the game lines up and it's proper, so the name faces you. Guess maybe that's why they did it, but I'm pretty sure all the games do that anyways. So it kind of makes no sense there, but whatever. It's kind of a weird cartridge. Life Force. Very hard shooter. Only ever made it to the second level, and I never made it back to the second level since. It's kind of lucky. Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt cartridge. There's so many of these. You can get them like for $5 or $10. Usually around there. They're cheap. Same with Super Mario Brothers. I have 2 copies of it. The only reason why I have 2 copies of it is because the Duck Hunt. I want a Duck Hunt, and it was the same price to get the Duck Hunt with Super Mario Brothers. It was this to get the plain Duck Hunt. So I thought I'd get a game with 2 games in it. You got Super Mario Brothers 2. Super Mario Brothers 3. It's a classic. Don't need to tell you about that game. I'm pretty sure you know what that is, if you know what the Nintendo Entertainment System is. Rygar. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's a very difficult game. Everyone's favorite Castlevania game, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Now most people hate this game. It's alright. It's not the best, but it's alright. Batman, the video game. It actually says it, the video game. Who puts that on there? No, not even actually based in the movie, I don't think. That's the reason why that came out. Godzilla. It's not the best game ever. We only paid $3, $3 or $5, something like that for it, so I'm not gonna complain. This is a really great game. Highly recommend it. I thought there was an end to this game. Never made it to that end. Because you know what? It's one of those games that just keeps going forever and ever. Alpha Mission. Pretty cool. Top Gun. First person shooter when you're in a plane. Rad Racer. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If you watch our videos, you know how much Anton hates golf. He doesn't like this golf game because there's no music. And we got Yada RPG, Wizardry. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's an old game. Old turn-based RPG. Tried to get the game started. Didn't actually play the game. Got more turn-based RPGs. I believe this is pronounced Astyanax or Astyanax. I can't really pronounce the name. The name's kind of wacky. But it's a really hard game. Can never get past that stupid swamp. I tried that today. Died badly. Oops, and we got things falling over. We got Demon Sword. Let's move that out of the way. And we got Wizards and Warriors 2 Iron Sword. and Wizards and Warriors. Now here, if I open this up, what we got in here is a hole in the side there. Don't want to wreck it. It's a instruction book for the Nintendo Entertainment System, as you can see. Don't really think you guys care about how it sets up, so I'll put that away. And I just hit the camera. And of course we got the Nintendo Entertainment System itself, as you can see. If you're wondering why the sides are taped up, because there's cracks in it and I don't want dust getting inside the system. The system does not have all its screws though, as you notice. Oh no, I can open it! Alright, so I need to get some more screws. Because it's been opened a few times and you know what, some of the screws are missing. It's either you have everything inside screwed together or you don't have the lid screwed on. So I'd rather the parts inside not float around than the lid come off. Now what should we move on to next? The Nintendo Entertainment System box. Because I still have it. The original style phone and all the rest are in it as well. But you know what, I really don't think you guys care about that. So I'll show you the box, because it's here. And it shows the original Zapper on the side there. Yeah, and it's basically it. There's nothing really shiny on the bottom and top, I don't think. No, it just shows the same thing. Nintendo Entertainment System picture. Now we're to the clones. We got the Retron 3. It's all in the box. I guess I'll open it up to show you. I've kept everything. It's not my first time opening this, by the way, so it's not really unboxing. No, looks like the plastic got indented a little bit. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh no, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. Who knows? Do I care? Not really. You can see that's the Retron 3, and you have wireless controls and all the rest there. It's not the best clone system, but you know what, it's pretty decent. For my first clone, it's pretty decent. Then we have the Retro Duo. Thing about this one, it only uses the Super Nintendo controller ports. I'll open it up. They came with like 2 controllers and all the rest. Box isn't that exciting, just like the Retron 3. I believe this is the version 3.0. Yeah, it's version 3.0, it says it on the box. Got your instruction book and all the rest there too. And then you got the system, the controllers, power source. Uses AV and S video like the Retron 3, except it came with a higher quality cord that's not on the box right now. And then finally, we got the Retro Duo Portable version 2.0. Everything should be in here. Yep. See, we got the system itself, the adapter so you can play Nintendo Entertainment System games, power source, so you can Super Nintendo controllers as well. If you want to use this for player 1 or that for player 1, so you can charge it. Cord to plug in the TV, and it comes with the instruction book underneath. So that's my entire collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Nintendo Entertainment System collection. I have a lot more yet game stuff, but you know what? Leave that for yet a day. Bye for now.